So another day, another video. Today's topic is gratitude. Gratitude is not a big part of people's lives, and that's through no fault of our own. But gratitude can very greatly improve your life if you know how to use it properly. So what I'm going to talk about is, well, three ways even. 3 ways you can use gratitude to improve your life. And this is going to have a very profound effect on your life, and it's going to completely change the way that you think, and it's going to completely change the way that you overcome problems. Because problems do not become problems, or are no longer problems, when you're grateful for them. So, the first method, the short-term method, what is it? Well, I like to call it the rampage of gratitude. And it is a short-term approach for maybe when you're having a bad day, or things haven't gone your way, or maybe you're just not in a very good mood and you're like, I need to uplift myself. I need something to take me up a little bit, bring me up a little bit. And all you need for a rampage of gratitude is a pen and a paper, and you literally just get down everything that you're grateful for. And just go for it, just go wild. I'm grateful for the clothes that I'm wearing, I'm grateful for the house that I've got, I'm grateful for the air that I breathe, etc, etc. And you can be as detailed or as vague as you want. You can write it down in very elegant sentences, or you can just bullet point. Doesn't really matter, as long as you get a sense of appreciation for what you've got, as long as your main focus of attention is on what you're grateful for. Doesn't matter how you word it on the paper. You can't think 2 thoughts at once. You cannot think a good thought and a bad thought at the same time. And being grateful is like the epitome of good thoughts. While you've got your head down, while you've got your pen and your paper out, while you're being grateful, while you're showing appreciation for the things that you've got, you ain't thinking about nothing else. You ain't thinking about how your day has gone bad. You ain't thinking about all the people who've done you bad. You ain't thinking about the things that you should do. You're just there in the moment thinking good thoughts. If you are in the now thinking good thoughts, then you're going to have a good life. And it's not to say that you're going to be thinking good thoughts all the time, because you're not. But this is going to give you a tool to get you in that positive mindset, and just to stop that negative train of thought in its process, and just boom, straight into the positivity. Now, the second method is more of a long-term approach. The first method is for, you know, a short-term solution for a short-term problem. That's fine. But if you really want to surround your life in that aura of appreciation and gratitude, well, there's a way to do that, and this is a more long-term approach. It's a little bit faster. You literally just, on a morning, when you wake up, write down 3 things that you're grateful for, okay? Do it all in the same book as well, because once you've written down one thing that you can show appreciation for, you cannot write it down again, and that is the whole point. Because as time goes on and the weeks and the months go by, or maybe even after a few days, you might find that it's really, really hard to find new things that to show appreciation for. And that's the point, because when you really scrape in the barrel for things to show appreciation for, you're rewiring your brain to look for things to appreciate, and that will trickle out into everyday life, and you'll be like, oh, actually, I've never thought about that before, but actually I do really appreciate that. Or maybe something's going really well, and a thought's just popped into your head like, I'm really appreciative that that happened. And as those thoughts compound, they will create a more positive view on life, which is what we all want. So the third approach is using gratitude to reframe a problem. Now, by reframing it, what we're doing is we're getting the problem or the issue, and we're moving our focus from why it's harmed us to what we've learnt from it. So I will take an example from my own life. Problems with drugs. At first, it's a problem. And it's very easy to be caught up and say, okay, I've been addicted to drugs, blah, blah, blah. This is such a big problem, blah, blah, blah. But then, by reframing it and going on, what have I learned? Then I can say, well, actually, I've learned a greater sense of self-control. I've learned what is good and what is bad for me. I've learned how to deal with and control addictions. I've learned all the psychology behind addictions. So now it's not really a problem, it's become a lesson. And lessons always make us better people. So if it's made me a better person, is it bad? No, it's not. It might have been bad, it might have seemed bad at the time, but in hindsight, now that I've reframed it and I've gone and I've moved my focus from the problem to what I've learned from it, it has now become something that has made me a better person. If there are problems that have defined who you are, if you focus your attention from the problems of those to the lessons of those situations which have defined you have not made you a bad person, they've defined you and made you a better person, and are therefore not problems. Some more examples would be, I don't know, maybe something has been stolen from you. The problem would be it's been stolen. To reframe it, well, actually, I appreciate that I even got to have time with whatever that was in the first place. Maybe a relationship's broken down. Well, just appreciate that you had time in that relationship to begin with, because there are people that die who have never been in relationships. Maybe you've not got enough sleep the night before. Well, I appreciate that I even have a bed to sleep in to begin with. There are many, many ways to reframe every sort of problem, and there are many, many ways to show gratitude and appreciation for the components of that problem. I hope once again that this video has been helpful to you, and if it has been, go and show it to other people. I would appreciate that. I don't want any credit. If you can reword this in a more concise, more efficient way, go and do it. Get that knowledge out there. It's not about being right, it's not about being better, it's about teaching each other our own skills. So go and teach this to other people, go and help other people, because that's what it's all about. As always, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you have an excellent day, because the weather is beautiful outside. Goodbye.